Hello and welcome to our tutorial on JavaScript conditions. Today, we're diving into a crucial part of programming that allows your code to make decisions: conditions. Whether you're a beginner in web development or brushing up on your skills, understanding JavaScript conditions is essential. They are the backbone of decision-making in programming, determining the flow of your application. With the rise of frameworks like React, Angular, and Vue.js, mastering conditions is more important than ever. So let's get started and explore how conditions can help you create dynamic and responsive web applications. At the heart of JavaScript conditions is the idea of evaluating expressions to determine if they are true or false. This evaluation is what allows programs to decide which path of code to execute. Let's break down the primary constructs you'll encounter. First, we have the if statement. Think of it as a gateway that only opens if a certain condition is met. For example, if you're checking if a user is logged in, the if statement will only execute a block of code when the user is indeed logged in. Next, we have else if and else statements. These are extensions of the if statement. Else if allows for multiple conditions to be tested in sequence. For instance, if a user is logged in, you might want to check next if they have admin privileges. The else statement acts as a fallback, executing a block of code if all previous conditions are false. The switch statement is another powerful tool. Imagine you have a menu with multiple options. A switch statement allows you to execute different actions based on the user's choice. It's like a more efficient and readable way of handling multiple if-else conditions when you know you are checking for specific values. Finally, the ternary operator offers a shorthand for simple conditional operations. It's perfect for inline conditions where you want to assign a value based on a condition being true or false. It's concise and improves code readability. Let's take a look at a practical example to see JavaScript conditions in action. We'll be working with a simple React application that demonstrates various conditional constructs. In this application, users can type an input, and based on what they type, a response will be displayed. This is achieved through a combination of if, else, switch, and the ternary operator. Here's the key part of our example. In the app.js file, we use if to check if the user input matches hello. If it's true, we respond with hello to you too. If the input is bye, an else if statement sets the response to goodbye. For any other input, we switch to a switch statement. If the input is yes, we respond you agreed, and for no, you disagreed. If none of these conditions are met, the default case prompts unrecognized input or please enter something if the input is empty. This example highlights how each construct plays a role in managing application logic, delivering an interactive user experience. Now, let's see our application in action. Imagine you're opening it in your browser. You're greeted with a simple interface where you can type text and click Evaluate. First, you type hello into the input field and click Evaluate. Instantly, you see the message, hello to you too, appear, confirming the condition has been met. Next, you try typing bye and hit Evaluate again. The message changes to goodbye, demonstrating the else-if condition. Curious about other inputs? You type yes. With a click of Evaluate, the response you agreed pops up, showing how the switch statement handles specific cases. Similarly, typing no results in you disagreed. What if you type something unexpected, like unknown? The application responds with unrecognized input, falling back on the default case of the switch statement. Lastly, you leave the input blank and press Evaluate, prompting please enter something, which ensures the input isn't empty. This interactive demo showcases the flexibility and power of JavaScript conditions in a real-world application. As we wrap up our exploration of JavaScript conditions, let's reflect on what we've learned. JavaScript conditions are the key to creating dynamic and responsive applications. They allow us to control the flow of our programs, making decisions based on user input and other factors. By mastering if, else, switch, and the ternary operator, you can enhance your code's logic and efficiency. In today's tech environment, where user experience is paramount, understanding how to implement conditions effectively is crucial. It enables you to build applications that are not only functional, but also intuitive and engaging. I encourage you to experiment with these concepts in your own projects. Try creating different scenarios and see how each condition can be applied. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become in utilizing these constructs. Thank you for joining us in this tutorial. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with others who are eager to learn. Keep coding, keep exploring, and we'll see you in the next session.